Good morning, people. Sean here, the Detroitdis, and it's a beautiful day in the D. It is clear skies and approximately 50 degrees. I actually have my shorts on today. Maybe that was a little bit too much information. So I have my window down also. That might be some ASMR for you guys who are liking road noise, which is a beautiful thing, depending on who you are. Anyways, so we're right near the freeway, so it might be really loud. Anyhow, before we get started here on what we're talking about today, we have a call to action, as always, and that is we are trying to grow our subscriber base to 1,000 subscribers. And if you are here and watching and you have not subscribed yet, it's completely free, and you can mash the subscribe button and help us reach our goal of 1,000 subscribers. We really appreciate all of our subscribers, each and every single one of you, and we're very grateful for you. And yeah, so if you like talking about Disney news, if you like Disney content, this is the channel for you. We also sometimes do Detroit stuff because we live in Detroit and we like to go places and share those things with you. So that's why we're called the Detroitdis. I did have for a period of time, and I've made them private because we were getting views for people who were looking for carousels and watching the Detroit Zoo carousel. I might put them back up there for people to view, but and another carousel. But I wanted to really get this channel being searched for Disney content instead of carousel content. I don't know why the carousels were making so many views. It's beyond me. Maybe there's a lot of carousel connoisseurs. I guess that's the word. So anyways, I don't know. So I've kind of changed things. I made those private, and we're focusing seriously on Disney content, Disney news content on the way to work, and whatnot like that. So yeah, that's kind of like a little small administrative update of the channel there for you. And as we go along this summer, we're going to try to dibble dabble and kind of give you a little sprinkles of Detroit stuff, because we want to go more places in Detroit. Share more things, because we go a lot of places, but we don't always film them, right? And we want to share them with you. I have also thought about doing a little bit more instead of I do a lot of the talking going to work, because it's a good time to just talk and talk about Disney news, and it kind of helps pass the time as we're driving to work or back from work, and it seems to be a time where nothing else is happening, right? But I don't have a very busy life other than doing the things that I volunteer to do wherever, or other things that I am involved in. But I do have a lot of free time to make content for the most part. And I was thinking about starting another part of this channel, going into daily stuff, or having a daily vlog. I don't know. I've never really daily vlogged with any consistency as far as outside of making videos in my car. So I've been thinking about that and pondering it, and I think that I'm an interesting guy, and I have lots of things to talk about and things to share that are just generalistic things that people could learn in life. And so I've been thinking about dabbling with doing that. I'm still contemplating on whether I can or cannot, or shouldn't, or whatever. And we'll see how it goes. It's something I would like to do here on the channel eventually. Maybe do some daily vlogs and whatnot. So we'll have to just see how that goes, if I go into it or not. It's something I like to do, and I really don't know how to start it. I have a lot of things we could share and whatnot. I have some goals, and yeah, all sorts of stuff. Anyhow, with that all said, I have a lot of Disney news. Well, only 3 stories really. I gotta probably think about them on top of my head, but I have them written down in my handy dandy little notebook here. Yeah, and which is not very big, so it's really easy to carry in like one hand. So, anyways, and yeah, we're stopped. That the traffic has been super. I don't know what's going on. We have a lot of road construction on our local roads lately, and this is very unnormal that we have this much traffic, but this just the way it is lately. It's very strange, actually. So we're gonna have to adjust our drive times accordingly starting tomorrow for sure, because this is crazy, to have the traffic like this and the traffic lights to be so long. There's something awkward going on. Anyways, yeah, awkward. So let's talk about some Disney stories while we're at it. We're not, the first one is that, believe it or not, yeah, believe it or not, there is a new lawsuit, of course, by somebody who is asking for $50,000. I mean, it's not a lot of money when it, in the scheme of things. It's just kind of a nuisance thing, but also the lawsuit is really what the context of it is really the eye opener. We go to Disney resorts and we expect a high level of service and cleanliness, and I mean, look, we expect everything to be perfect. Well, it actually isn't. So, and I'm sure everybody knows that nothing is perfect in this world. But, yeah, accordingly, there was some bed bugs at the All-Star Resorts hotel, the All-Star Sports Resort in Walt Disney World, and a couple of years back, and somebody said that they had been bitten, extremely bitten, by the bed bugs, and 2 years after that was probably like in 2024 or 2023, and now they have a lawsuit, which just coincided with Run Disney, where the value resorts are full of people staying overnight for Run Disney, or for the weekend for Run Disney. So yeah, it's just the timing of the lawsuit when it came out, and also the fact that Disney does not need any bad news coming out that's negative about their resorts. I mean, we're already into high volume of people, and the resorts. A lot of the resorts are having a discount on them, and on top of that, we're having low numbers of people that are coming due to the fact that there's a lot of construction going on. So yeah, you don't need anything else to add on to the what's going on. And then also this comes out just as Josh D'Amaro has taken over. So it's like the first lawsuit launched with the new CEO. That kind of really is not the greatest, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it is what it is. I'm sure Disney will get past it. They'll probably just pay the $50,000, and I don't know. I mean, what happens? Here's a curious question I have: is what happens? Are those people going to be? Do they sign a deal where they're like, you can no longer be a guest at Disney World because of your lawsuit, or do you think they get some type of compensation, or I don't know? What do you know about that? I mean, does anybody know what happens to people that launch these lawsuits? Do they ever come back to Disney, or are they that distraught about Disney that they are like, oh, forget it, I'm never coming back? Or do they just get their money and continue to come back and spend money on the parks after the fact? I have no idea. I've never really looked into that, but that's an interesting question. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. All right. So, by the way, we're passing all these blooming trees. This is my favorite part of the springtime, is the different colors of the different trees. You get the whites and the purples and the lavenders, and I don't think there's lavender. But anyways, there's, you got the different cherry blossom tree kind of things and the different trees that are flowering, and it's just a beautiful time, you know what I'm saying? You got things that are popping up, and I love that about springtime, April and May, that you have, it's very beautiful, a lot of different colors, and I love it. And then you have summertime where everything's just like super green for the most part, unless your grass is burning. Anyways, I thought I would talk about that for just a minute, and then yeah. So our next story is about Smuggler's Run. Has a new storyline where Hondo is finding out that two ex-Imperial, Imperial guys are talking with some pirates, and then they're, I guess Mando and Grogu set out. You're helping them out, track down the pirates and everything to try to have an interaction with them, and you're part of the mission with the Millennium Falcon tracking them down. Anyways, that has a tie-in to the Mando Grogu movie. And I think this is a really great thing that Disney is doing. Look, they are basically taking parts of movies and kind of making it so that you can experience or participate in an offshoot or just a snippet of the movie's mission and put it into the Smuggler's Run. What a great thing to do. Like, sometimes there was no connection whatsoever between the movie and what was going on in the Smuggler's Run. It was just like, the characters are familiar, but the missions are not. So now I think that this is really, really great stuff. I mean, you have a great mission, and it's part of a movie, and you feel like you're participating. You're like, yeah, I watched the movie, and then it's my turn to participate in the movie. You feel like, because that's what people like to do. They like to act out the movies and as if they're part of the movie. It's a thing to do. It's one of those things. And so I think Disney is really they're really capitalizing on tying things together, and I think it's really, really great. Okay, so the last thing I wanted to talk today about is the Muppets roller coaster, the Rock and Roller Coaster, which is going to has an opening date. Stand by for opening date. I'll let you know. But so a lot of changes are being made, and the one thing is the guitar on the outside has been repainted, and there's going to be some rainbowish colors in there, and that's going to be really, 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 really awesome. And then there's going to be on top of all that, with the rainbow colors, I don't think they're going to be having Animal on top of the guitar doing something wild and crazy, even though I think that should be always part of something, because Animal is always going bonker nuts, or that he's doing something spectacularly crazy, you know what I'm saying? But but I have heard a rumor now. I mean, they've done a lot of songs. One of the songs that they're going to be, they've released a lot of the songs that are going to be, and the soundtrack that's going to be on the ride already, right? And one of the songs is Rock from Def Leppard, which is an 80s band. Eat Your Heart Out, Aerosmith, if you know what I'm talking about. Def Leppard is taking over, at least for one song. And I don't know, I think these songs might be on a rotation, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not sure that the ride is long enough for two songs, but I don't know, maybe. I don't know. But here's the deal, right? In the queue, I heard, and this is just a rumor, I don't know how true it is, but I heard that in the queue you're going to be subjected to listening to the Rainbow Connection. I think that's, the Muppets and the Rainbow Connection. The Rainbow Connection. It's a very smooth, easy listening song, and I think that could be part of it. Yeah. Anyways, so the Muppets coming to the Rock and Roller Coaster. I think that's spectacular. I cannot wait. The Muppets live again. They live on to the next era of everyone. I mean, everybody loves the Muppets. I think it's something. They're like a national treasure. And it's opening up on May the 26th on Memorial Day weekend. Yeah. So that's going to be super exciting for that. It's just, it feels like it basically changed over like a couple of months. Like they were just ready to jump on it and roll and rock and roll on the ride and make it happen. And that's really, really awesome stuff. That the turnaround, you're not having to wait another year for the ride to be redone. Now, I know that very soon after that, or before that, actually, the Big Thunder Mountain Railroad is going to be back, and that's going to have a rainbow cavern, not a connection cavern, leading back to an older ride that was was there before before the Wildest Ride in the West was there, which I don't remember that because that's way before I was even, thinking about Disney, because I've only was injected to Disney in the like the late 1990s, and that's, at my 20s, and we already know that the park opened in 71, the Magic Kingdom. But anyways, yeah, so that's what we have for you today. Listen, remember, we're trying to get 1,000 subscribers, and if you can help us out just by mashing that subscribe button, just go ahead and mash the subscribe button. You can help us out, get to 1,000 subscribers. We really appreciate all of you guys. And for now, you know what time it is. It's over and out. Over and out.